As the governor manages the state response to COVID-19, state lawmakers have to address the impact the virus will have on state spending. Big issue. Political specialist Sean Boyd on that story tonight. Sean, the shutdown could impact us for years to come.
Jim, the governor's budget director estimates that the state revenue will drop by nearly $7 billion over the next 4 years. With that in mind, Democratic and Republican leadership from the House and Senate met today to discuss when and how the legislature will get back to work. They have tentatively set May 18th to resume the session in person. Virtual hearings appear unlikely. New revenue projections are expected May 12th, and the legislature is constitutionally required to pass a Budget and School Finance Act by the end of June. Speaker of the House, Casey Becker, told me there will be major cuts that will affect every corner of the state.
The biggest, steepest drop I think we've ever seen. I think, things are changing every day. When we were just out of session on March 16th and got the forecast, they were saying maybe a $700 million drop. So what we're learning now is it's a much bigger drop, much steeper drop, and that it's likely not going to be just 1 year.
Here's a look at how challenging the budget picture is. The state has about $1 billion in its reserve, and Colorado will get about $2.2 billion in federal aid, but much of that will go to local governments. To put things in perspective, the governor's budget director projects a $3.2 billion drop in state revenue over the next year alone. It will depend in part on how quickly businesses and consumer spending rebound. The budget director noted that data from China shows that businesses have held back production even after workers returned. I spoke to the vice chair of the Legislative Joint Budget Committee. That's the body that will have the difficult job of writing this budget. Senator Dominic Moreno told me that they will try to keep the budget for K-12 education intact, but he says existing programs will be cut. Live at the Capitol, Sean Boyd covering Colorado First.